gentleman and was therefore eager to meet him. I don't know what was said about me, but the meeting was most enjoyable. Randall was at his best. He reminded me somewhat then of a subaltern appearing before a commanding officer, but some misdemeanor. I was immediately taken in by his confidence and character. I saw it. I knew at once that my Kendra had said yes to a worthy gentleman.
Kendra and I used to, look at other people's weddings and say, oh, that's so great, and, oh, I don't know if we do that, and, I think thinking back to all of the wedding stalkers like ourselves out there, I'm sure they're looking at Kendra at this moment and saying, my God, what a perfect bride, what a perfect bride.
I've been writing this best man speech in my head since you were born, yet never really realizing how soon this day would come. Now I can't tell you how happy I am that we're here today with both you and Kendra. As kids growing up, we always talked about the future. We talked about what our jobs would be, what kind of car we'd drive, where we'd live, how big our houses would be, and even how much money we'd make. We spoke about going to college and the expensive vacations we take, not to mention the R&B divas that we bring with us. But par for the course, most of these discussions took place at bedtime on school nights, when we were a little too scared of the dark to go to sleep and a little too young to realize that Aaliyah had no interest in us.
For in God's integrity in marriage, He designs that two will accomplish more than one. Not just more, but the Bible said twice as much. And so there's exponential math in marriage. In this, Kendra, I'd like you to repeat after me. Randall, I give myself to you.
Randall, I give myself to you.
To be your lawfully wedded wife. All right, take your time. To be your lawfully wedded wife.
To be your lawfully wedded wife.
I promise to love you.
I promise to love you.
To sustain you.
To sustain you.
From this day forward.
From this day forward.
In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health.
In plenty and in want.
In plenty and in
want.
Want.
Okay. I thought she was second guessing that one, but I realized she just didn't understand what I said. I thought she was about to say, I'm not trying to marry a broke brother. But for the record, it was very clear that she just didn't understand what I said. And so, by the power invested in me, by God, and by the state of Virginia, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Randall, you may kiss your bride. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me a great pleasure to present to you for the first time, Mr. and Mrs. Randall Kendra. What God has joined together.
Randall's Day and Kendra's Day. And I'd like to read these remarks, and if you'd accept them with humility, I want to offer them to you. To Kendra and Randall, let this day mark the beginning of a new life together where you can build, plan, and enjoy each day. Let it also be one in which you can set high goals and dreams for your union of marriage, and one in which you can also enjoy the simple things. Stop and smell the roses. Enjoy the birds, enjoy the parks and the beaches. Appreciate the love that both families have for you and the joy that it gives us that the two of you have met and will make a life together. It's a real relief. Remember to be best friends and to always communicate, cherish, and appreciate what God is doing for you each day and what He has already done for you. Work at your marriage and hold tight to one another during tough times, for love can survive when there's commitment and willingness from both sides.
This day is the proudest day of my life. I'm sure you all agree to me, and you will agree with me how stunning Kendra looks. A few of you have walked up to me and said, Mom, she should be on a magazine, on some magazine. And I'm like, oh, of course. And you know, all through the years, Kendra would walk like a model. If we went to the mall, Kendra has the stuff fixed. She would fix her shoulder. I'm like, Kendra, I don't have time for this. We'll meet up at this point.